and write out your story. Write out your story. God is still with you. You may not feel it, but you're not alone. You're hurting now, but your morning is coming. Lord of mercy, just hold on to Jesus and write out your story.
Broadcasting from Trinidad to the world, the street 919fm.com. News from the street, 919fm.com. Here's what's happening.
Good afternoon. I am Vanessa Thomas with the 4 o'clock news on the streets, 919 FM, and online Facebook and YouTube. In the headlines, business chambers call for mandatory COVID-19 vaccinations. Bar owner, 23-year-old man, issued $30,000 in tickets for breach of COVID regulations. Tobago records 50 new COVID cases. Active cases climb to 1,009, and internationally, COVID pass starts in England despite biggest rebellion of Johnson era. And now the news in detail. 3 chambers have called on the government to make the necessary legal adjustments for a policy for mandatory COVID-19 vaccinations. In a media statement on Monday, AmCham, the Energy Chamber, and the TNT Chamber of Industry and Commerce said, while there have been measures to curb the virus, more was needed to deal with the impact of the pandemic. The chambers recommend that the government put in place the legal clarity to allow businesses to make their business places safe zones so that all employees in both the public and private sectors who do not have a medical reason not to be vaccinated must be vaccinated and make all public buildings safe zones. The release added that even though there have been partnerships through vaccination drives and other policy measures, the virus continued to spread virtually unchecked throughout the population. The statement continues that the time has come to take hard decisions in the interest of the wider population regarding vaccination, as Trinidad and Tobago is in a crisis with regard to the continued rapid spread of the COVID-19 pandemic. The chambers added that both the government and the opposition, as well as the public, must come together with a single-minded purpose to rebuild the economy and livelihoods of the working class. In other news, a 23-year-old man and a 29-year-old female bar operator were fined during a safe zone enforcement exercise in San Fernando. On Tuesday, officers visited 20 safe zones in South Trinidad between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. on Monday. During random inspections, a man was found at a bar located at Bamboo Village, Laramane, without a vaccination card. As a result, he was issued a fixed penalty notice in the sum of $5,000 for entering a safe zone location and failing to comply with the entry requirements. The operator of the bar was also issued a public health fixed penalty notice in the sum of $25,000 for a business failing to comply with requirements for entry under the regulations. An elderly man yet to be identified was killed this morning after being knocked down while attempting to cross the Western Main Road in Cocorite. Police said that sometime between 1 and 1:20 a.m., a 19-year-old man was driving west along the main road when he noticed the man crossing the road just after the walkover. The driver told police he swerved to avoid hitting the man. However, the deceased ran in the path of the car and was knocked down. He died at the scene. Police said the man appeared to be in his late 60s, dark complexion, short graying hair, and approximately 5 feet 6 inches tall. He was wearing a white and red T-shirt and blue acid-wash 3/4 pants. International news: adults in England must now show a COVID pass to enter nightclubs, big sport matches, marches and other large events, despite 100 Conservative MPs voting against the government's plans. The new rules, which kick in today, require proof of double vaccination or a recent negative test to enter certain venues. MPs approved the measure in Tuesday's vote on England's new COVID rules. The changes come as Dr. Jenny Harries, Chief Executive of the UK Health Security Agency, said growth of the Omicron variant over the coming days will be staggering, with infections currently doubling in less than 2 days in most UK regions. And that was the 4 p.m. news on the Street 919 FM and online Facebook and YouTube. Recapping the headlines: business chambers call for mandatory COVID-19 vaccinations. Bar owner 23-year-old man issued $30,000 in tickets for breach of COVID regulations, and internationally COVID pass starts in England despite biggest rebellion of Johnson era. Do enjoy your afternoon and continue to be safe. I am Vanessa Thomas. Aisha Wells, she's up next.
News from the street. 919fm.com.
The White Oak, nice. Candice, it's 2 bottles of Forest Park you bring? You playing with fire, girl? Amanda, the ham you bring looking so good. Ryan, what you bring?
I bring joy.
What?
Joy. She's my new girlfriend. Bring the joy to the Christmas line with Angostura rum. From classic dishes to the cocktail glasses, White Oak, Forest Park, and Fernanda's Black Label. Add more enjoyment to the season. Plus, buy any bottle and get a chance to win a family Christmas dinner, complete with a personal mixologist. Follow us on social media for details. Bring the joy with Angostura. You are the gift. Wear a mask, keep a safe distance, and enjoy responsibly.
These are the days and times when we feel to drink and lime. Hard wine. Release the stress and vibe when we sipping on Korea's hard wine. Yeah. With the impotency. Don't call Shelly if the bottle not empty. After it finish a new bottle me send fee. Down in a she throat sipping it till it tempt me. Well, a real man she want, she just wanna be friendly. Hard wine what she want, me be giving her plenty. Energy it give me, make me feel like I'm healthy. Make me sip on Korea's for a century. Hard wine.
Drink responsibly.